We made a few scouting trips and finally turned up the super old heavy buck. His bases and mass were impressive. We knew we would have to come back in a couple of weeks and see what he turned into. We were lucky enough to turn him up a couple weeks later and knew he was going to be our #1 buck opening morning. We named him Double Eyes.
Opener of the bow hunt. Let's go. Headed in first morning. Well, it's opening day of the Utah archery hunt. We got in on some bucks today. Jake, I'm not sure what happened. I think he missed one, but I ran over here to try to cut him off. I saw him spook, and it seemed like they spooked at a shot, so I'll have to get over to Jake and see what happened, but I must have been a little too slow, or they went a different way because I haven't seen them. But got in on some nice bucks. Hopefully tonight we can come up with a plan, and we have tonight, tomorrow, and then we're coming down again next week. So best day of the season, I think. Stay tuned. They must have been right there.
I had at least 4 solid shooters.
That wide one's pretty nice.
Yeah, did you see the big 2x3?
Yeah.
Super tall.
Yeah, I actually thought that was the big buck. When I told you the big buck had gone over, I thought that was him, and then I watched him turn, and I was like, oh, that's not him.
I missed the wide buck.
You missed the wide buck? Are you kidding me?
I missed about a 155 big tall. I split them up, Brooke. So if you were over to my left, they might have come close to you. Because there was the first big solid 4. He was a dandy. He got out of there first.
Cut them off. Yeah, that's what I was trying to.
So
well,
I just got into that tent and I said, oh, geez. And I looked and I just saw a sea of velvet.
there was a lot of bucks when I came through the trees and looked over. I was like, oh, they're all in the sun and they were all looking. I think they were looking at you because they were all looking this way, but they couldn't have been looking at me because I was in the trees.
Well, there's about a good group of bucks up here though. They were just feeding.
See, I never saw those ones. I could only see the ones that were on the hill.
No, they're all bucks, but they weren't.
They're probably the same ones. It probably looks different from where you were at. The big one got out of there.
That was looking at me, got out first, and he went this way. I had him at 90. He was tall, good forks.
That's the big buck, I bet. Unless there's another one.
And the one I missed, came out, and he was a 155 tall, good forks buck.
Dang. You guys had...
We both missed this morning.
So sick.
What happened?
Oh, Jake.
My So all these bucks are just sitting there looking at me right when I peeked. And so I just freeze. The little bucks hadn't been pegged, and I thought it'd be worth it to see if that big buck would come out. And so I probably watched him for like 3 or 4 minutes, and they're just frozen, just, you know, right there looking at me.
Did he have you pegged or just the little guys?
Just the little guy. Well, he did at first. And then
Oh.
he'd feed, and then the little guys would keep looking at me. And so I don't know if that big buck's there or not, you know, but he's a
Nice.
bull buck.
Yeah, that wide
know,
buck's pretty
yeah.
nice.
He's really nice. And so I go pull up to shoot, and all of a sudden I'm just floating. I bet it's about 20, 30 mile per hour winds. I'm like, oh crap, and they're all looking at me now. And I finally slowed down where I could kind of get it on him, his front shoulder, and it looked good level-wise, but I bet I missed as far behind his butt, quartering away.
Wow.
And I'm like, sweet. I'm like, they ran this way. And I'm like, Brooke, and I know Brooks ran. You know, you guys are over there, so I was hoping.
I get back down to the creek and I see him in the J. I don't know. I'm the cameraman. But, so I got you and told you they were in the J, and I'm kind of just sitting there. All of a sudden they you know, get out of there.
I just told you. There's a J up there.
So all of a sudden they like bust out, and I'm like, huh, I wonder if he's shot, because that was like a bust out of there. So I start booking it back up to the top, and I don't know, I must admit either they went in the back or they got out of there fast.
Right.
And I did have a little, I think he was either a 3-point or a small 4-point right at the edge the first time I got up there. Right at the edge, because I saw him, so I dumped my pack and snuck up there, and he came across.
I wonder if that little buck was the does.
And oh, he might have been. Yeah, so I had him on the edge, but he wasn't big.
The one I missed is decent.
Pretty good.
155, solid. Like my cherry king.
Yeah, I come out of the trees because I couldn't see anything. All of a sudden I look and it's just in the sun. Just, oh my gosh.
We had a fun morning.
The big.
I don't know where you were, because
I was trying to push him. The biggest buck of that.
you didn't even see a buck this morning.
The biggest buck broke out between.
Well, here we are on the night hunt. I got Big Boy here with me. Rand just went to drop Jake off. We got a pretty nice buck right here. Really wide 3-point. And Jake's gonna go make a play on him. It'll be a decent little hike for him, but he's a pretty nice buck, so we'll see what happens.
Ooh. Go get up on the top.
Yeah.
We spotted double eyes in a good place, and we made a plan, and all three of us got into position. I just killed this freaking buck. Oh my gosh, the buck we were after. Woo! Holy crap, I cannot believe it. Whew, I cannot believe it. I just smoked the buck we were after. He's pretty good. I don't know how good he is. He looked good this morning, but he's a freaking pretty deer. So I smoked him at like 20 yards, I think right in the heart. Haven't walked up to him yet. Waiting for Brooke and my dad to show up. He is a sweet freaking deer. Big buck down. My dad's over here cheating. We're supposed to wait for Brooke to go see the buck, and he had to walk up to it. It's impatient. Is he bigger or smaller than we thought?
What?
Is he bigger or smaller than we thought?
Bigger than I thought.
He's bigger?
I think so.
I hope so. Harold, come down, let's go power up, grab some snacks, and wait for Brooke. Here he is. First time walking up on him. Woo! He's got some mass. Stuck under this bush right here. I have to be careful with that.
Oh my gosh, he's a stud.
It's pretty good. There we go. Woo!
What a stud.
Can't believe it. Be careful with the belt. Woo! That's pretty. That's heavy. Right there.
He's a stud, Jake.
He's a cool buck.
Oh
He's
my
so
gosh.
heavy. Man, he's got a big old head. He's old. Big eye guards.
We had a little bit of a rough day yesterday. I mean, it was a fun day, but couldn't get it done. And
Man,
today we got in here and
we
killed the buck we were after, huh, Jake?
Yep, velvet's nice and plump, and man, his G3s are awesome.
Big
eye guards. G2s are a little short, but
velvet's super dark, which is
velvet's
cool.
super plump, has a good fishing cape. Man, we got him.
Teamwork.
Well, I was up on top, and my dad was pushing some deer up. I kind of sat on this point up here, hoping they'd come up to me, and he told me there's some smaller bucks coming up, and they came up and over the top, and we knew this buck was in this canyon because we saw him earlier, and it was kind of weird because, you know, my dad wasn't pushing him out or anything, or he couldn't find him, and he must have just slipped where my dad couldn't see him, and he came right up at, man, I just saw his antlers coming up and about 20 yards from me, and then all of a sudden I had to wait for him to show his vitals, and he popped up and about a 20-yard shot and got him, hit him perfect.
Yeah.
So
Stud.
can't be more happy than that.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, he's
That was
awesome.
our number one this year.
He's got a big body. Big body. He went about maybe 50, 60 yards and tipped over. loaded up and we're headed out. Got a pretty good pack out in front of us. What do you guys think?
Very good. Jake, that was. We could put in some scouting time to try and find this one.
Yep, this is the best buck we found all season. We got him.
Okay, let's go. What am I going to do with mine, George?